Hi, I'm Anastasia with the Sacred Spheres. I'm so happy you're here today. Maybe you're not happy to be here today. Maybe you need a little dose of energy and excitement and perhaps the hint of what's possible. And I want to give you a little riff of something called It's Totally Possible, which comes from Kyle Cease. Thank you, Kyle. It's something that's extraordinary that any of us can do. DM me, send me a message if you want to do it with me. But I just want to offer you something about the whole world, about all of us, and about you, and about me, and what's totally possible. So how about this? Let's start. It's totally possible that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. You always have been, and you always will be. That all that there is, in point of fact, is this moment. The past is gone, the future hasn't happened. All that is now, and it is yours, and it is here, and it is you. It is totally possible that anything that has ever happened, if it happened, then it is exactly what needed to happen. It is totally possible that trauma has been present in our lives just to break us open so that we can love ourselves a lot more and step into the highest versions of ourselves that would not have been possible had that trauma not been there, so that we could live completely freely. It's totally possible that we could love our pain and not avoid it, and not do things that are distracting or even addictive, that even shaming ourselves is an addiction, judging ourselves, judging others. It is totally possible that through loving our inner judge, our inner shamer, through loving the fact that maybe our father or our mother or grandparents or cousins or aunts or uncles or whoever the hell they were the ones perhaps in our childhood who shamed us, society, the patriarchy, the matriarchy, whatever the hell it is, the toxic masculine, feminine, and everything in between. It's totally possible that by beginning through loving that is in our bodies and in our being, and that's coming up and tinging everything around us, that's triggering us, that every single trigger is there just to show us the unloved parts of ourselves. Boom, boom. I mean, it came out of my mouth, but yeah, it's totally possible that we can choose freedom over money and let money come to us. It's totally possible that what you are resisting is what is persisting in your life. It's totally possible that if you choose your highest excitement in every given moment, even if it's what of the three things I absolutely have to do in this moment are my highest excitement, like my taxes, I gotta go to this doctor's appointment, or, I got to take my passport photo and I hate to look glee in photos and I feel like I gained 20 pounds in the quarantine. Whatever it is, of those three, what brings you the most excitement? You can then go from there and know that even when it's a difficult decision like that if you're always prioritizing what is there to elevate you, to expand you, to raise you up to the highest vibration, that if you're bringing your highest vibrational self to every single situation, it's going to allow you to expand your life in ways that are mind-blowing. It is totally possible that you don't have to have any expectations, and that actually when your heart is broken, it's not that love is what is messed up and is that you can't love and that you're messed up and they're messed up or whatever the situation is. It's just that your expectations were broken. It wasn't your heart that was broken, but your expectations. It's totally possible that as you love yourself and as you shift yourself, which isn't even a work you have to do, because really it's totally possible that the more you just surrender, let go, give up, drop those burdens and heavy backpacks you're in, it is totally possible that as you shift yourself and as you allow yourself to be shifted, that the entire world around you shifts. Because as you perceive it, so it is. As you think it, so it is. However you are thinking, whatever you want to think and you want to look for is what you will find. Therefore, if you shift the way you think, if you shift how your body feels, if you shift how you feel, and more importantly, when you feel so off and like hot flaming garbage, it's totally possible that when you love the hell out of that, without fear, without shame, without judgment, but also if there is fear, if there is shame, if there is judgment, if you just did something was god awful, if you Instead of heaping the rage and shame on, you let the shame be there for a second, you love it, and you let yourself just feel what the hell comes up, because chances are it's just coming from an unhealed pattern and moment from your past that you have been avoiding because it was so painful when it happened in your tiny little body when you were a little kid, and you've just held on to it and held on to it, or it happened when you were older, but it was just too much for your consciousness to handle at that time, and now it's coming up through this trigger, through Joe Biden or through the environment and something that's going to hell in a handbasket, or so you feel, or like you have gained weight. Damn it, you are fatter and you feel like I am worthless and I'm unworthy, which is obviously a lie, but you feel the reality of that and it's tormenting you. But where does that really come from, right? But you don't have to figure any of this out. The beauty is that it's totally possible that you can just sit with what is and just love it. And if you are finding yourself going down rabbit holes, it's totally possible that there's a way by which you can just shift your frequency through getting into the body, getting out of the mind, into the heart, right? Getting out of thinking, into feeling. Getting into the body, into the heart, into how you feel. And that can happen through just taking a walk somewhere where there's nature, even if it's just one singular tree, going to it and giving a nice little hug, a little kiss, kiss, hug, hug. It's totally possible that you could just do some yoga. You could work out in whatever way suits you, fits you, you love. Take a jog, do some jujitsu, go to the beach, grab a boogie board, dance. If you can't even move your arms. You know what I mean? Maybe get up and just like pick up a leg. Sit down in your chair and just breathe. Do breath work or just literally breathe. There is always air, as far as I know, available for you. I live in LA. Maybe the air quality is a little weird here, and where you would live too. But there is air. Breathe. Get quiet. Listen to the silence that is there at your disposal for free every day, even if it's very noisy. Just listening will shift you and show you anything you need to know. The infinite is right here in that silence around you now. It is in the now. It is the now. And it's completely available to you at any moment. So maybe sit and listen to silence for an hour or two. Take a walk, listen to silence. Work out, do some yoga, yin yoga. Sit in the quiet. Just not do, just be. And see what happens. I dare you to look for what is most beautiful in the world and is going right, not going wrong. For what is so abundant, not in lack. I dare you to allow yourself to shift and to find that it is so easy. It is so easy. It no longer has to be hard, because this is the end of effort. I love you. Bye. Like, subscribe wherever you are, or don't. I'd love to know though if any of this resonated with you or triggered you, and where there might be more love, not even work to do, love to give to a wounded part of yourself. Your inner child's waiting, and so am I. Send me a message. Let's talk. I love you. Adios. See you later.